Hey there, this is Katherine. I'm sharing an auto ship product that I just received from HSN from Diamond Press. This is the Treat Box Hidden Messages Kit that again is the second auto ship. So if you're on auto ship, you probably have received yours now or it's in the mail. This one is super cute and has some treats as a part of its theme. It's got donuts and a cookie and cupcakes. So it also includes 2 stamp sets, and they're all about the cupcakes and the treats. There are lots of sentiments in this one that are super cute, all about treats and little sweet things like that. And then there's also going to be some dies as well that come with it. And you'll see they're just a lot of sentiments. I'm super excited about those. You get several dies in this. There are, I think, 4 sentiment sayings, I guess you'd say, word dies. And then there are very cute little strawberries in there. And they're the tabs that create the little treat box that you're going to add onto your card. And there's a couple of banners. There's a little 2 hearts. And also some dies that go around the sentiments. So we're going to make 2 things today, and I'm going to link to another video that I did that shows how to put this card together. There are full instructions in this kit as well as the original one, but so I'm not going to talk too much about the assembling. I'm going to show it, but I'll talk more in the other video about it if you have this set at home that you might find helpful. But I've gone on and cut all the pieces that you need: the front panel, the pull guide, and then this is the pull tab guide that you're going to pull through your card, and that allows you to have this flap. And again, I have more details in my previous video, which I'll link, and then also you get the full page instructions in this kit. So I'm going to use pink for that. And then I've got my frame. I've cut my pieces for my frame. There are 2 different frames in this, and I'm using the smaller one that doesn't have a scalloped edge. The other one has a little bit of a larger border and a scallop edge. So I'm going to turn this and taking care not to glue down the flap, because you'll need the flap of your box to move. And then the next step is you've cut 2 of the panels. I'm going to glue that down on the front for your box cover, and then you will do it again on the inside, and that just covers up that tab. So when your recipient opens it up, they won't see the pink tab, they'll only see the same purple flap inside. So very, very cute. And I'm going to let that dry, but it seems to be working pretty well. And then I'm going to work on the next step, which is I'm going to put the foam adhesive on the back. They include pop dots in your kit, thick foam dots, and I'm going to glue those down where they're telling me to put them. That way I don't glue down the mechanism and impede the flap working. So it's nice that they kind of have a illustration showing you where to put those, and then I'll glue that onto my card base. But it just allows your flap to flap open and closed very easily. So I'm going to attach that on, push that down, and you can see it's working pretty well. And with paper, it takes me a minute kind of to get it going, but it works very well. So now I've stamped out a couple of cookies and a bunch of cupcakes. They have all these different kind of patterns to them, and I'm just going to use my tri-blend markers. I colored the outer wrappers of them a light brown. It's kind of hard to see in the video. You see it up close better, but I just used a brown marker for that. And then I'm going to work on coloring my cupcake frosting different colors. And these tri-blend markers are from Spectrum Noir that I've enjoyed a lot. They have a bullet tip. They're an alcohol marker, and they have 3 different colors, 3 different shades. So a light, a medium, and a dark. And they're great for coloring little small images like this. They make it quick and easy, and you can add a little bit of interest and dimension with the different shades without too much work. So I've run these through my machine. I'm going to run my last cookie through. You can see got the one circle die included in this set that allows you to cut out all your little treats. And I'm just going to kind of lay them out, deciding where I'm going to put them in my box and what order. And then I'm going to keep them flat because I don't want my tab to be popped up. So the inside of this would need to be flat so it would close. On the outside you could pop up something, but on the inside you would want to lay it flat so it will close, open and close properly. So I'm just gluing down the last of those, and I like using liquid glue because it gives you a second to put everything where you want it to go. And there's the inside of the box. So I'm going to cut a sentiment for the outside. They have this cute thank you with this little curly kind of tail on it on each side that I liked a lot, and I always need thank you cards. So I'm going to just glue this onto the front. I got a little extra glue on there. I could have used my Xyron, I guess. I've been using that lately to make stickers, but the liquid glue with that pointy tip works pretty well. I'm going to also stamp a banner. I love that Diamond Press includes banners in a lot of their sets. To me, you can't ever have enough banner dies. They're so cute for cards and for these little sentiments, and also for using in your craft stash. You probably have small stamps, and they look really great. So I love that they include those a lot in their stamp sets. And this just says sweet friend, and I'm going to decide where I'm going to add that inside. I thought about doing it at an angle, but then I just decided to do it straight across. It looked cute like that. So I'm going to take another second and add some hearts. This die set included 2 small hearts, and I've just cut 3 of those out, and I'm going to glue those down to kind of fill that left corner. I had one little piece of purple left on a ribbon roll that I wanted to finish up, and it coordinated beautifully with the purple cardstock. So I just tied that on there with a simple knot. And that's it on our first card. On this next one, I'm not going to use the hidden message mechanism. I'm just going to make a card using the frame, and I'm using some paper tray ink and patterned paper that I had in my craft stash. And I'm going to run this banner, no, it's a border die, I should say. It's a border die that came in the Grown with Love set that I also purchased directly from Diamond Press. I'm in love with it, and I'm going to link to a video that I used it to create a background with. It's my favorite die right now. My favorite border die. So I've run that through, I've cut that out, run that through my Xyron machine, and I've got this little patterned paper that has tiny little stars on it. And I realized that I wanted to glue down the border first, and I had already put glue on the back, so I just wiped that off. I need to trim this down to the correct size before I layer it onto my card base, so I just had to correct that. And I'm going to lay this border down, and then I will trim that off and wipe off any extra adhesive I might have from my little Xyron machine. And again, just loving this border. I think it measures about 6 inches. So you could use it on a larger card for sure. But I wanted to put that frame on top of it. So I'm just going to run it the shorter direction. So I cut this paper 4 inches. And then I'm going to layer that yellow piece back into my outer frame. And I'm going to put this bow on here, which I love, but then I realized I had a couple of issues with it. One, I needed to trim it. It was too long. And then I trimmed it, and then it was too short. And then I trim it again, and it's really too short. And then I placed down the thank you and realized where I wanted to put it was going to cover the bow. So I just pulled this back off. I hadn't pushed it down too hard yet, and thankfully I went slow. It didn't tear my paper. So I just had to take that off because it just didn't work out. So I'll save that. You get this cute little bow. I'll save that for another. I'll try that again on another card. So I'm going to glue down the thank you, And then there are also these adorable strawberry dies. There's not a stamp in this set, but there are these really, really cute strawberry dies that I am losing my mind over because they're super, super cute. They have a great detail on them. They have all these little, dots punched out in it. And so I'm going to make 3 strawberries. And I've added some green cardstock on the top for the little topper piece. So you get those 2 pieces. I'm going to glue down with my fine tip glue the thank you, taking care to make sure I have room for what I want to fill around my strawberries. And now I can glue all of this onto my card base. So I'm going to take a few of my little Stampin' Up! Foam dimensionals and add that to the top of the card and then around the thank you. So I also got a little bit of a smudge on my thank you to the right of it, and so I pulled out my little sand eraser, this mono sand eraser, and it took it right off. So if you don't have one of those, they're great for making little corrections. If you get some adhesive or some little thing, you oftentimes can sand something off. So anyway, here are 2 cards using this auto ship set. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have this set, let me know. And let me know if you have made any cards with it. So if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe and share. And I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks so much for your support, and I hope that you have a great day.